welcome all my crafty friends to Funday Monday number 4. We are going to look at making front post and back post stitches today. This video has been inspired by my crafty friend Vicki Smallwood, who requested that we do this tutorial. So Vicki and all my friends, if you're ready, grab your hooks, grab your yarn, and I'll meet you over at the craft table. So you'll need some yarn, and I am just using some scrap Red Heart red yarn. And to do a front post, whether it's a single crochet, half double, double, or a treble, you would do it the same way you would do those stitches normally, with one exception. So let's just say we're going to do a single crochet. I have done a little base row here of double crochets. So to do a front post stitch, you would have to go around the back of the stitch to push it forward. Now, normally when you do a stitch and you go to crochet, you're going in either here or in just the front loop or in just the back loop. But for this, or even in the space itself between the stitches. And that's kind of what we're going to do. However, to start the stitch, we're going to go around behind it and push it forward so that it becomes a front post. And to do that, we have to go behind it and come back through to the front. Now let's just do a single crochet here. So to do a single crochet, we just pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. Now let's do the next one. So here's our post right here between our two stitches, between this stitch and this stitch. And so we're going to go in between, and we're going to go from front to back, push that post forward, and come from the back to the front. And so now that post is actually sitting on our hook. And if we're still doing a single crochet, we're going to pull up a loop. There's our 2 loops on the hook for a single crochet, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Now let's do a half double crochet front post. Just like we would with a normal half double crochet, we're going to yarn over. So we're going to go from the front to the back, again to the front, so we can push that post forward for a front post. Then, as we would with the half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, pull through, and pull up a loop, so we have 3 loops on the hook. And we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops just like we would a half double crochet. And we'll do it again. So for a half double crochet front post, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go from the front to the back and around that post so we can push it forward. Come back through from the back to the front, yarn over, pull up a loop. We have the 3 loops on our hook for our half double crochet, so it's in place. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And now that is a half double crochet front post. If we were going to do a double, just like we would to do a double crochet, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go from the front to the back, around that post and back to the front, pushing it forward, yarn over, pull up a loop, and just like with a double crochet, we're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the next 2 loops. And that is our double crochet front post. Let's do another one. Yarn over, go from the front to the back, around that post, pushing it forward, and come from the back to the front again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 2 loops. And that is our second double crochet double crochet front post stitch. Now if we were going to do a treble, we would do it just like we would do a treble. We'd yarn over twice, Go from the front to the back and around that post to push it forward. Come from the back to the front again. Grab our yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through the next two, yarn over, and pull through the last two. And there is our treble front post. And you can see, as you can with the stitches, a single crochet is going to be a smaller stitch, a half double crochet is going to be slightly larger than the single, and so forth. The double slightly larger than the half, and then that treble is going to be larger than all of them. So let's do another treble. Yarn over twice, go from the front to the back and around that post to push it forward to make it a front post. Go from the back to the front, yarn over, pull through and pull up your loop. You have 4 loops on the hook. Oops. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And that's your front post. You're going from the front around the spaces, around the post that's in between each of those stitches. And when you go from the front to the back, you can take your hook and push that post to the front. Then you come back to the front with your hook to grab your yarn and do whatever stitch you want to do. So now we're going to look at making our back post, and it is the exact opposite of our front post. With our front post, we started from the front and went to the back. So let's just say that our post is a door. We went through the front door towards the back door, okay? Opened the back door and then came back through to go back out the front door. I hope that makes sense, okay? And so that's our front post. Now, to do a back post, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to go through the back door, so through the back to the front, around the post, and just like we did with the front post, we're going to push that stitch to the back, go around it and come back through the back, wrap our yarn around, and pull it through, and finish our stitch. And now our post is poking out in the back. And you can kind of see in the front here, let me see if I can get closer. You can see in the front here that that stitch is kind of towards the back. And if you turn it over, there it is kind of on the back, all poofy. All right, let's do another single crochet back post. So we're going to go through the back door. So we're going to go through the back to the front. Go across that post and push it to the back. Go back out the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through. And that's your single crochet back post. You can see those stitches forming on the back there. And then on the front, you can see them kind of pushing toward the back. Whoops. So now let's do a half double crochet. So just like we would do a half double crochet, yarn over. Going to go from the back to the front, around that post and push it to the back. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And there is your back post half double crochet. And this is what it looks like from the front. So let's do another one. So we're going to come through the back door, the back of the work, around the post, towards the back door again or towards the back. Wrap the yarn around and pull through. Yarn over and pull through, all 3. And that is your half double crochet back post. And if you turn your work around, you can see where those stitches are forming on the back side. See the depth to that? where on the front side, you still have kind of a flat surface. Now let's try a double crochet back post. So wrap your yarn around your hook, just like you would for a double crochet. Come through the back to the front, around that post, pushing it to the back, and go back through from the front to the back. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, just like you would a double crochet. Yarn over and pull through the last 2. And there is your double crochet back post. Let's do another one. Yarn over, go from the back to the front, and then back to the back again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 2 loops. And again, there's your back post. You can see the depth to it there. You can see how it sticks out on the back there. Let's do a treble back post. So yarn over twice, go from the back to the front, push that post to the back, and go from the front to the back again. Yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And this is your back post treble crochet. We'll do one more. Yarn over twice, come from the back to the front, push that post to the back, go back out the back from the front, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And let's give a look at this so you can see those back post loops. And you can see how it's just creating a whole nother kind of dimension to it. Now, what's really cool is when you do a front and back post or a back and front post. Doesn't matter which one you do first, as long as you're consistent. So let me And again, if you're going to do a front and back post alternate, you have to have an even number as your foundation. All right, so let's do a back post, front post, back post, front post. We'll just start that way. So let's do them double crochet so you can see them really well. So we're going to yarn over, and since we're going to start with the back post, we're going to come from the back to the front, go around the front of that post, push it to the back, and then insert our hook again from the front to the back. Yarn over and pull up a loop. That gives us 3 loops on the hook. Work your double crochet. All right, now we're going to alternate and do a front post double crochet. So yarn over, and on the next post, to do a front, we're going to come from the front to the back, push that post to the front by coming from the back to the front again, yarn over, pull through, and work your double crochet like you normally would. All right, so let's do another back post. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook from the back to the front, come around the front of the post, push it to the back, and then take our hook and enter it from the front to the back again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. Now let's do another front post. Yarn over, come from the front to the back, push that post to the front, and then bring your hook from the back to the front again. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops just like you would a double crochet, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. So now let's do a back post again. Yarn over, enter from the back to the front, push that post to the back, enter your hook again from the front to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Let's do another front post. Yarn over, go through the front to the back, behind that post and push it to the front. Bring your hook from the back to the front again. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the next 2 loops. And so this is what happens when you work that front and back post together. You can see that your front posts are pushing the work forward, creating this rib pattern, while the back posts are pushing the stitches to the back. And if you flip it, you have the opposite of the front. You have your ribbed look on the back side, and then the front side. So no matter how you flip it over, you've got this ribbed effect going on. And that is your front post and your back post stitches. And you can see how they're raised up. Oh, there you go. You can see that really good from both sides. And so that is your back post and your front post. So whether you're doing a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, or a treble crochet, you would work those stitches as you normally would. To insert them as a front post or a back post, you would, for a front post, enter from the front. So front post enters from the front. The hook goes from the front to the back and around the back of the post, pushing that post forward, and then brings your hook from the back to the front again. So it does kind of a full circle. And then complete your stitch as you would for whatever your desired stitch is. For the back post stitch, you're going to go through the back and come around to the front of the post. Go around the front of the post, which is pushing it towards the back. Then insert your hook from the front to the back again and complete your stitch. And your stitches are then pushing out towards the back, whereas the other direction is pushing them out towards the front. Well, that wraps up our video today on the back post stitch and the front post stitch. I hope you have found this video to be helpful and informative. If you liked it, please be sure and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please be sure and hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and then ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And have a great week. Be joyful, be crafty in your own way, and make your own joyful creations, whether you're using the back post and front post stitch or just creating your own masterpiece. Bye.